What's up everyone? This is Sufyan Houedi. I'm Libyan and I'm studying here in Boston, Massachusetts. As you probably heard the past couple of weeks all over the news, social media, what celebrities have been sharing about Libya and what's going on in Libya, all the talking about the slave trade and the slave market. First of all, let me just say that it's heartbreaking to me. Heartbreaking as a human being to know such a thing as slavery could still exist after years and years of fighting slavery. And heartbreaking also as a Libyan to see my country from being one of the most successful African nations to one of the most failed states of all times, thanks to the democracy that the West bring for us. I know it's such an emotional topic to speak about, but let's back up for a second and let's be logic for 1 minute. Did you, by any chance, when you read the news or watched the CNN report, thought about all this being fake news? Why? Let me tell you why. First, all the pictures, literally all the pictures that people are sharing or celebrities are sharing saying that this is happening in Libya when they slave people have absolutely nothing to do with any slave market. Such as this picture that people keep posting saying it's in Libya, where we can clearly see the Iraqi flag on the uniform. This picture goes back to thieves being caught in Nigeria. This one goes back to the Ivory Coast in 2011, and this one goes back to a prison in Mali in 2014. To be honest, other pictures were taken in Libya, but they go back to 2011, to the civil war, and have nothing to do with slavery. The civil war that's still happening after 7 years, the civil war that you government guys brought for us. One other thing that make me think that it's not true is that guy. His name is Muhammad Ali, and we saw him on the Tunisian national TV saying that he was slaved in Libya and he wasn't treated good. But all of a sudden, the family that Muhammad Ali used to work for in Libya, they shared a video of him enjoying his time on a family wedding. You know what? Let's forget about all this. Fake pictures, false statements, doesn't really matter. Let's go back to the first thing that started all this, the CNN report. Let's just think deep about it. Can somebody explain to me how this reporter got to Libya and she traveled freely between cities and towns, like totally freely, at day, at night? She went some places outside of Tripoli, the capital. And last time I checked, somebody who did this was my own brother, who's 100% Libyan and who was killed by a militia that tried to steal his car. So let me get this right. She's in Libya, she's traveling at day, at night, just fine, claiming she was looking for her missing brother. So she looks like she ended up in some militia place to find her brother. But all of a sudden, somehow in this world, she's in the middle of a slave trade, and they didn't bother her being there witnessing all that. They didn't even check if she had a camera or phone, which she had and took that video with, and nobody even noticed her. It just makes no sense. Something ain't right in here. And you know what the funny thing is? She's black, y'all. She's black. Like, she was in the middle of a dangerous place where they slave, buy, sell black people, but nobody was racist with her. Nobody tried to slave her, to buy her, to sell her. Nothing. Bro! One other simple question we should ask. I'm not sure if you noticed that those guys in the videos were smiling. I can understand that they are in a lack of power situation, but definitely there's nothing to smile about. Here's the thing. As much as you think that this could be true, that this could be happening in Libya, that black Africans are being sold in Libya, think also about this being fake news. Don't be fooled by the media. Think about like reasons why somebody wanna made all that up. Think about Europe had enough immigrants. They don't wanna no more immigrants, so they want Africans to stop to come to Libya. Like, they're gonna be scared. So if they are scared, they won't come to Libya, they won't make it to Europe. Think also about a strong reason that those countries and government wants to occupy a rich country. And who's gonna say no about freeing slaves, right? One more thing. Think about Europe being a smarty pants. They don't want those immigrants in their countries, and they knew that those immigrants won't go back to their countries. So what a better place to have them than a wrecked country? It's the human rights. Let's start building them some shelters. So shelters will be towns. It's gonna be their country soon. I mean, just the same as it happened when Jewish people started Israel. Those are facts. I'm not making this up. It happened once, it could happen again and again. I know, and I am very sure that there is a lot of humane violations by militias toward Africans who's in a jail, but slavery is such a big word. One important thing you should all know, and I think some people didn't get it, that slavery is not legal in Libya. Surprisingly, some people think that Libya now is like America in 18th and 19th century, which is not true. You don't go to the market to buy your slave, or you walk in the street and some African is being slaved or something. That is not true. It's not different than a human trafficking. If it exists by any chance, it's not different than a human trafficking, which is not a least important topic to speak about, but human trafficking exists pretty much in the whole world. Why focusing on Libya?
Peace and everybody who's watching. This is Abdurrauf Muhammad. I'm a Libyan seated in the United States, San Diego City in California. So now I'm gonna walk you through a couple of facts that you need to know about the slave trading that is happening in Libya right now. First thing, let's just cross the idea of that Libyan hate Africans, because Libyan are Africans and Libya is located in North Africa. In addition to that, 25% or more of the Libyans are black too. And unlike most of the countries that have been insulting Libya and respecting it, we had a black president in the period of time from 2014 to 16, and who was named Abdullah Thani. And a really interesting fact about him too, he was born in Nigeria, which is the country that hates us the most right now. And since most of the people who were in the videos that CNN posted, they were from Niger, there's the Nigerian embassy in Libya. They denied everything they're saying about the Nigerian, claiming that they're being slaved and they're being sold as black people in Libya. So here's the official paper that came out from the Nigerian embassy, and you can see it yourself. And there's a lot of people who don't know this, but actually Libya has supported Africa more than any of the other countries did. Libya has spent billions and billions of dollars just to build schools, universities and hospitals in Africa, and not even half of this money were spent in Libya itself to build it.
Responsabilité, en autant que vous-même, dans l'élimination jalouse de Kadhafi.
And Libya is the only one that tried to make all Africa as united. And me as a Libyan citizen, I grew up in a culture where the black people are no different from us. They were our best friends, our teachers, our co-workers, our classmates, our teammates. They eat with us, they sleep with us, they travel with us, they were us. Most of the people say that how could this be even happening in 2018, and they got really shocked. But what is really shocking is that how people can still be fooled and brainwashed just from the media and the social media, and they hate people or a country just because of a news they heard it from the media, and they don't even know if it's true or not.
You know, I could speak for days and days about how good Libyans treat the African workers or Forgans in general. I could show you tons of pictures about how the African community are well involved in the Libyan society, such as Africans play soccer with Libyans together on a daily basis. They celebrate birthdays together, they party and sing together, they work together, they study together for free. Or maybe I should show you some small clip about them dancing together on a Libyan wedding. I could keep going and going with this, but I figured out what is a better way to give you the message that I want to give you than Africans themselves in Libya speaks to you. So I asked some of my friends and families back home to send me some videos from African workers and African community in Libya telling you what they want to tell you. Here you go.
السلام عليكم، أنا اسمي لقمان، هذا اسمه إبراهيم. جواني في المية مية تنجورة وجو مليح، قاعد في التنجورة، نسكن في التنجورة، نشرب ناكل كل شيء مرتيبة، وسكن مرتيبة، خدمة الحمد لله، فلوس الحمد لله، فيش مشاكل ما فيش شيء، ومية في المية والأمور طيبة، أمور طيبة. يقول لي بيو في العبيدات لا فيش دو هذا.
To me, Libya is okay. One, things that are going on here is more than, is more okay to us than the one we are seeing in our country. The slavery we are seeing here is we, fellow black like us, that are slaving us. I was sold when I was coming. It was Nigeria, as in Nigeria person like me who sold me. It was never Libya person who sold me. As in, I don't really believe it, because Libya person haven't taught me. I've spent 3 years and 6 months here now, so I haven't seen anything like slavery or anything like that from Libya person. So the slavery comes from we, Nigeria, Ghana, all those people. So it's not Libya.
عيسى قديش لك تخدم في ليبيا عيسى؟
أنا أقل من 3 سنين.
3 سنوات؟ شنو تشتغل؟
أنا شغال خدمة حوازة.
تخدم حوازة؟ كيف يعاملوا فيك الليبيين هنا؟
معاملة الحمد لله شو بنقول. أنا ما شفت مشكلة أي شيء.
ما شفتش أي مشكلة.
لا لا ما شفت.
Before you say anything, you have to hear or you see it with your eyes before you say anything. So don't just broadcast any fake news or any rumor.
شنو معاملة الليبيين معاك؟
ليبيين طيبين يكونوا ولا حتى فيس نقول اجانا بعد مش كويسين كذابين.
باي هل قالوا لك نبيعوك ولا عملوك؟
ما يبيع شيء، ما فيش واحد يبيع شيء. قول لهم انا قاعد انا 25 سنة.
From where?
From Ghana. ما فيش واحد يبيع فيه ما واحد بكل. انا غانا نقول فيه كلها كذابين.
جماعة يقول جماعة ليبي يشري جماعة افريقي وكذا
لا ما يشري شيء 100% ولا جماعة ليبيين. لا لا يا جماعة والله ما ادري شيء. عندي 4 سنة هنا حتى ربع بتاعي جماعة ما والله 100% جماعة 100% والله جماعة ما ارفع شيء ما بيع جماعة.
أيوة.
To beg the government of Libya to connect with the Nigeria people to become one, which is very very important. We are one. We are not in this country to come and do useless things. You understand? We are here for the development of Libya and for the development of every nation. That's why we are here. We are not here for fighting. We are not here for anything. I'm okay here. To me, I'm not trying to go back or coming to that country again. I pray to God that God will provide Libya a good president. So Libya will be the best.
They say that the best school in life is life itself, when it gives you its worst by making everything and everyone against you, by making you face the hardest of your times alone, by turning the people who are the closest to you against you. But as I said, life is a test, and now we saw most of the universe, they turned their back on us. The neighboring countries that we thought they were the closest to us, they sold us in the dark. And now we know who's on our side and who is not. We know who is well, is good toward us, and who is not. We know how much hate and grudge the people have in their heart on us. But none of that can stop us, and none of that can break us apart, and none of that can hide the truth that how good we are and how great is our country. It is a fact that we are, as Libyans, we have so many problems between each other. We're not the best at agreeing with each other, but when it comes to the real action, we can stand together and we are able to do what it has to be done. To all the Libyans, never give up on your country, never let it down, and be its own way to change it for the better. Being Libyan is an honor for life. And now I'm gonna leave you with the pictures that were taken in Libya.